Hi everyone, welcome. I hope you're all doing well. This lesson is designed to help you think on your feet in French, completely in French, using the verb devoir. So hang on, and in just a few minutes, I'll show you just how to do that. We studied the verb in the last two lessons, and I would like to very much help you to master it in this lesson through a little bit of practice. It won't take long, but if you can get to the end of this practice exercise, you will have increased your skills in French. So here we go. Just a quick review. Devoir means two things. It means to owe, as in to owe someone money. It also means to have to or must. So we're going to practice with the to have to or must meaning of devoir. Now you have to know the forms. It's an irregular verb. So here are the forms. Je dois, tu dois, il, elle, on doit, nous devons, vous devez, ils, elles doivent. Again, notice the pronunciation. Doit, 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 devons, devez, doivent. Doit, 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 devons, devez, doivent. If you haven't memorized that yet, I would definitely memorize it as soon as possible. Okay, so the next thing. What we want to do is see how this works. We use any one of these conjugated forms with an infinitive to express the idea that you have the obligation to do something, you have to do something, you must do something. Okay, and the amount of things that you can say is only limited by the number of infinitives that you know. So the more you know, the better. So let's go ahead and look at some specific examples. Now on this practice part, if you feel pretty good about this already, you might just play the video, but just listen, don't look at the screen, and I will tell you the English. See if you can tell me the French before I tell you the French. Okay, so that's just another way of practicing. Or you can just look at the screen and follow along and then do that again later. So here we go. If I want to say in French, I have to work. Je dois travailler. I have to eat. Je dois manger. I have to speak. Je dois parler. I have to read. Je dois lire. I have to pay. Je dois payer. And again, you can add an infinite number of infinitives here. Okay, let's try a different subject pronoun verb form. So you have to or you must. Tu dois, tu dois. So here we go. You have to work. Tu dois travailler. You have to eat. Tu dois manger. You have to talk. Tu dois parler. You have to read. Tu dois lire. You have to pay. Tu dois payer. Or any other infinitive you know. Here's a question. Do you have to or must you? So if you want to ask someone the question, do you have to work using the est que method? The question would be, again, do you have to work? Est-ce que tu dois travailler? Do you have to eat? Est-ce que tu dois manger? Do you have to talk? Est-ce que tu dois parler? Do you have to read? Est-ce que tu dois lire? Do you have to pay? Est-ce que tu dois payer? Or any other infinitive. He has to, he must. Il doit. He has to work. Il doit travailler. He has to eat. Il doit manger. He has to speak. Il doit parler. He has to read. Il doit lire. He has to pay. Il doit payer. She has to or she must. Elle doit. She has to work. Elle doit travailler. She has to eat. Elle doit manger. She has to talk. Elle doit parler. She has to read. Elle doit lire. She has to pay. Elle doit payer. We have to or we must. Nous devons. Nous devons. We have to work. Nous devons travailler. We have to eat. Nous devons manger. We have to speak. Nous devons parler. We have to read. Nous devons lire. We have to pay. Nous devons payer. You have to. Vous devez. You have to work. Vous devez travailler. You have to eat. Vous devez manger. You have to talk. You have to speak. Vous devez parler. You have to read. Vous devez lire. You have to pay. Vous devez payer. It's more likely you'll see this in the form of a question with vous devez. So, do you have to would be the question. Est-ce que vous devez? Do you have to work? Est-ce que vous devez travailler? Do you have to eat? Est-ce que vous devez manger? Do you have to speak or talk? Est-ce que vous devez parler? Do you have to read? Est-ce que vous devez lire? Do you have to pay? Est-ce que vous devez payer? Now, they have to or they must. Ils doivent. Elles doivent. They have to work. Ils doivent travailler. Elles doivent travailler. They have to eat. Ils doivent manger. Elles doivent manger. They have to speak. Ils doivent parler. Elles doivent parler. They have to read. Ils doivent lire. Elles doivent lire. They have to pay. Ils doivent payer. Elles doivent payer. Okay, so at the very beginning of the video, I mentioned that I was going to show you how you can think on your feet in French, think only in French. Obviously, that's your goal. You don't want to always translate everything. That's double the work. You don't need to do that. So once you understand some vocabulary, for example, all of these infinitives, we've had them in our previous lessons. So you know that travailler means to work, manger means to eat, payer means to pay, partir means to leave a place, and rester means to stay. Now you know how to conjugate the verb devoir, and you know that je dois means I have to or I must. The question, est-ce que tu dois? Do you have to or must you? Robert doit. Robert must. Est-ce que Robert doit? Must Robert? Now what I can do is start combining this information, and I'm going to do it. I'm going to speak only in French for a little while, and you should be able to understand the questions and the answers and everything that's going on. Okay, so let's get started. Commençons. Est-ce que tu dois travailler? Oui, oui, je dois travailler. Est-ce que tu dois manger? Oui, je dois manger. Est-ce que tu dois payer? Oui, bien sûr, je dois payer. Est-ce que tu dois partir? Oui, Oui, je dois partir. Au revoir. Est-ce que tu dois rester? Oui, je dois rester. Je reste ici. Robert, est-ce que Robert doit travailler? Oui, Robert doit travailler. Est-ce que Robert doit manger? Oui, bien sûr, Robert doit manger. Est-ce que Robert doit payer? Oh, oui, 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 bien sûr, Robert doit payer. Moi, non, mais Robert, oui, il doit payer. Est-ce que Robert doit partir? Oui, bien sûr, Robert doit partir. Est-ce que Robert doit rester? Oui, Robert doit rester. Okay, so that's my little demonstration of how you can use information that you already know and just force yourself to speak only in French, to think only in French. If you understand how the verb devoir works and the meanings behind each form, then you can combine that with infinitives and you can begin expressing a multitude of ideas in French. Okay, so if you're still here with me in this video, I have to say félicitations. Congratulations. You've done the hard work that it takes to improve your skill. Remember, if you want to get really good at this, you can go back to the beginning of the practice part and just play that a couple more times without looking, see if you can say the French before I tell it to you. And when you get to the point where you can on each and every item, then your skill has really improved and you'll be in a much better position to think on your feet, to practice in French, just in French, or to speak, communicate with others in French. Congratulations, félicitations. Keep practicing and your skill will only improve. So that's it for this lesson. Thank you so much for watching. If you found it helpful, I would appreciate it very much if you'd give it a like. To continue learning and go on to another lesson, click on the video that appears here on your screen. See you soon. À bientôt.